All right, guys, we're back. Sorry about that. XSplit crashed, and then my computer crashed, and then we had to work out some tech issues on both teams' sides. So sorry about that, guys.
And then,
yeah, it's just a whole kind of a mess. Dota's been kind of giving us a lot of trouble over the past couple weeks, but that's okay. So first pick is going to go to Team eXe, and they are going to be able to hopefully get some good heroes there. We actually talked to both teams, and they agreed to just completely restart everything just because everything was so chaotic. No one really knew what was going on, unfortunately. So this is going to be a complete redraft and repick of everything. This is still the best of 3. This is Game 3. Both teams have won one. Gosh, I always get the hiccups at the worst times in my life. The winner of this is going to face the next team in the next best of 3 round. So just kind of keep that in mind, guys, and we will hopefully continue with this shortly. The Team Rampage is taking their sweet time and just kind of making sure that they completely ban out and kind of bait them into the right heroes. They're going to kind of see how this is going to kind of play over here.
Yep. I just want to say that I really enjoy these tournament games.
Mm-hmm.
I just really enjoy like the competitive nature, even though sometimes it gets a little heated between teams. I really enjoy the competitive nature. And shout out to Team RJK, who's waiting patiently for this game and not getting upset about it at all.
Thank you guys for being patient. I know we've had a lot of technical issues this week, more than usual actually. Stupid XSplit.
Yeah.
Like seriously, XSplit's a great program when it works, but there's just so many bugs and it's funny. You would think with today's technology, streaming would be nothing and just so easy, but it's really not. It's still kind of a pain in the ass, and we kind of have to deal with it. So that's okay. But we do see Queen of Pain, Tidehunter, Lycan, Invoker, Sand King, and Venomancer completely banned out for the both teams. We are seeing Brewmaster. Probably one of my favorite heroes in the entire Dota community, besides Mirana, of course. And Shiny, if you can, or not Shiny, excuse me, Tony, if you can actually look at Windrunner, she has a small nose ring to the left of her nose.
Yeah,
that is
right,
hot. I will not be shy in saying. Yeah, we'll just go there. So Brewmaster and Shen, quite a huge potent combination there. We are seeing Nature's Prophet and Windrunner being picked up for the Team Rampage, which is going to be a huge deal there. Both really heavy pushers, really good gankers. But Brewmaster, the first time ever we are seeing him in the Code tournament, which is interesting because he's a very powerful hero. We're going to see how they kind of really deal with it. Keep in mind, Anti-Mage, Lone Druid are still in the mix, as well as Darkseer are still in the picks as well. So a lot of good heroes still. We still have Enigma. We still have Tiny in the mix as well. Doom would be a good hero to shut down Brewmaster as well. So they are going to pick up Vengeful Spirit, though, just in case they get a Enigma counter, which would be a really good counter to the Brewmaster, because that Black Hole will be able to suck in all 3 of his actual ults there. And if he times it just right, he'll be able to put the Black Hole down while he's casting, and he won't be able to do anything.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if you know this as well, Bez, but Vengeful Spirit is also a pretty good counter to Panda. If you could time the swap with the split, it counters the split. But you have to have like real good timing with that. But actually, Doom would actually be a real good pickup here if you can. The Team Rampage for a kill can make it into carry Doom. I'd really love to see Neutron on a Doom. That'd be awesome to see. But I agree with your notion about Doom being a counter pick, because he's really good counter to Panda.
Yeah, I mean, Panda's just one of those heroes that, man, if played right, he's just so deadly. He scares me. But, again, unfortunately, a lot of people were complaining when he was first released. He looks like a rat. I mean, he looks like more of a skinnier version of the Pandaran Brewmaster in the Warcraft 3 version of Dota. Unfortunately, they cannot make him a full-fledged Panda because Blizzard would probably sue the pants off of Valve. And that is not something that Valve wants. Blizzard is kind of notorious for, getting really butthurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, but Ricky Mara was actually another good counter to just kind of the entire Radiant team lineup. It does have that perma-stealth, which just allows him to scout and just kind of be all over the map. His Cloud can shut down Brewmaster as well, But keep in mind, you know, if Vengeful gets a hold of him, she's able to stun him and swap him, just kind of make him really run for the kill. We are seeing Darkseer and Bounty Hunter being now banned out for both teams. So Darkseer is not going to be in play anymore, and the reason they actually banned out Bounty Hunter was so that they could not be countered. Bounty Hunter is a wonderful counter to any stealth hero. He does have that track ability. The track ability is just so powerful against Rikimaru because even in stealth, Bounty Hunter and his entire team will be able to see where he's going.
Yeah, and Bounty Hunter is just a great counter as well because his track gives gold. Even if you put on a Windrunner, his track gives him and his team gold, which is just bonus gold for every kill. So, and also, yeah, like you said, the track lets him know where... Track is kind of like Slardar in a way. It lets them know where Ricky is at all time. But if Ricky picks up the Diffuser Blade, he can always purge his track off himself. I don't know if people know that out there, but you can purge debuffs on Ricky with Diffuser Blade. So if they put like the track on you or the Slardar ultimate, you could just purge yourself with the Diffuser Blade and it'll take it off. As we see Enigma ban here, and not to mention that also, Baz, Ricky's been in every game today that we've seen. In game 1, 2, they've been in. He's been in each game, so that's good. That's nice to see. As we see, eXe gonna go ahead and ban out Enigma, and Rampage for a Kill takes out Morphling, and then eXe picks up Broodmother, and Rampage for a Kill answers right away with Beastmaster.
Yeah, that Beastmaster is actually a pretty powerful tool against a lot of the heroes on the Radiant side right now. Of course, the Radiant side being on the left and the Dire side being on the right, eXe is the Radiant, and Team Rampaging for a Kill is on the right side as the Dire, so just kind of keep that in mind as you're watching this game. Shadow Shaman, first time we've seen him this week. He is a very, very powerful hero. They picked him up really to kind of shut down the Beastmaster and shut down that Nature's Prophet. But basically, I think they're going to give him a lane with probably Broodmother. That would be a really potent combination, pushing-wise. Or they could do the standard putting Shadow Shaman in the mid lane and getting him a lot of farm, or maybe giving him a support lane with Vengeful, or maybe giving him a dual lane with Brewmaster as well. For the Dire, Nature's Prophet is probably going to be jungling, but we could see him do that rare mid-solo. Windrunner probably is going to be in the Suicide lane, or possibly supporting Rikimaru, or Crystal Maiden could also support Rikimaru as well. We also could see a Beastmaster mid as well, if they choose to kind of do so. But for Team eXe, we have Stock being played by Shadow Shaman. Relic is going to be being played by Broodmother, which still is probably one of my favorite looking heroes. I don't like spiders, but she's always just had a really neat model. I really enjoy her model. The Brewmaster is going to be played by, won't say that, by Sam Has Nice Boobs. And they almost got me to say it too, because I was reading it and I was like, oh you. We are seeing Everdeen being played by Chen, and we are seeing Rami, or I hate this name. Tony, how do you actually say this name? Is it Rami?
He likes to be called, it's either Ram, you know, he has, we'll ask him for the pronunciation later, because
we'll call him Ram, or Ram, because Ram sounds cooler, and we're on a PC.
Yes.
But Ram is being played by Vengeful Spirit. The interesting thing I kind of want to point out is they actually have two really good support heroes, but they have a lot of pushing power for the Radiant side, whereas the Dire has more of just kind of a lot of, I don't know, the Dire team is interesting, but why don't you go ahead and introduce those there, Tony?
Alright, for the Dire team we have Zacharias being playing the Nature's Prophet in it looks like the jungle or top solo against the Brood. We have Sexine being playing Crystal Maiden. We have Nitrana on his regular role as the hard carry. We have Buzzsui playing Windrunner, and we have Hamtrigger playing at Beastmaster. Hamtrigger, great name. Shout out to Hamtrigger for just having an awesome name.
Yeah. Hamtrigger is a pretty awesome name. But you know, we are seeing the mid probably going to be played by Shadow Shaman. I can only imagine that Shadow Shaman is going to have that mid. Brewmother is going to have her soul lane top along with the Beastmaster. Beastmasters should be able to take care of her pretty effectively with those axes. Those axes will really tear through her broodlings, which will really kind of negate a lot of her pushing power. CM does look like she's going to support Ricky Maru in the middle lane, and we are seeing Windrunner going down to the possible suicide lane, or maybe she's going to get some support from CM in a dual lane type of situation. But Nature's Prophet does look like he is going to be the jungle, or he might even support Beastmaster. Shadow Shaman is up against Ricky.
It would be a jungle Nature's Prophet because you use the trees at base. It's a neat trick as well. You could use your trees while you're in base, regain your mana, and go run and kill the small neutral cramp. You see that his trees still have enough time to kill the neutral cramp off. But yeah, we're looking at dual lane mid with CM Ricky against the Shadow Shaman, which should be a very powerful lane.
Crystal Maiden getting a little bit caught up by Chen here. Unfortunately, this might be first blood for a Chen. That's very rare that you see Chen getting first blood. CM really getting chased down here. If she's not careful, she's going to go down, but Chen's going to wisely back off there. Excuse me. I feel that he might have been able to get it, but they're going to try and go kill on Windrunner. But keep in mind, she does have that Wind Run. Oh, and Brewmaster actually missing that stun here. Vengeful does have that stun here. She does use Wind Run, unfortunately, a little bit too early. Vengeful just being able to pop off that stun there and not going to actually pick up any kill. So kind of a misclick there by Brewmaster, but Windrunner is able to run away and live for one extra day here. Crystal Maiden really doing a good job at warding a lot of the Radiant jungle right now. Going to be supporting Ricky Maru at the mid lane. Broodmother doing an excellent job here at really trying to make sure Beastmaster, I'm going to get those confused all game, I can already tell. Looking at the creep kills, it is 2-7. So Beastmaster is doing a good job at shutting Broodmother down, but Beastmaster is going to have to be really careful because if he gets caught with a lot of creep waves, Broodmother is going to be able to really do a lot of spiraling damage. So he's got to be extra careful. He does have those does have those axes as I get completely tongue-tied. Shadow Shaman doing a pretty good job here in mid. He does have level 2 shock, and he does have his chicken, which I love chicken. Oh, another stun there by Brewmaster. Windrunner is going to be windrunning out of there. Brewmaster needs to be careful, though. He's going to take a lot of damage from Windrun's auto attack. She does not have Shackle Shot. She did get Power Shot first, which will really help her. But unfortunately, Shadow Shaman does have those illusions here, really doing a lot of damage to CM. CM trying to take out those illusions. I'm not sure why she's sitting there tanking the damage. She's really kind of hurting herself. She went down to 160-some HP doing so, and that kind of does reverse one of her tangos back down to 0. Beastmaster, again, doing a good job at denying Broodmother that farm. But again, once Broodmother gets some good skills there. Oh, Windrunner does pick up the first blood on Brewmaster. Wow, that power shot not actually going off. She's able to actually auto-attack him down. They got a little bit greedy there. Unfortunately, Vengeful did get that stun off, but Windrunner did have the backup of the tower as well. That Shackle Shot really helping get the first blood, pinning Brewmaster to the tree.
Yeah, a little bit of an overextension from CM has nice boobs there. As he thought he could go in, and now we have a pause and now an unpause. Okay. We'll say a pause before this guy. Just seem.
Anyway, some more. Now, for those of you who are wondering, these two teams have quite a lot of history. They
don't like each other, and that's the easier way.
It's actually quite funny. They have a lot of issues with each other because they're both very competitive teams, and it's actually really funny to read their lobby chat. So, anyway, we are seeing Broodmother again, just looking at her creep kills. Oh no, we are seeing Shadow Shaman getting caught way out of position there. Nature Prophet actually teleporting in. Shadow Shaman, actually using one of those tangos to completely get out of the way of the tree. Ricky Maru might be able to chase him down here. Can he do it? No, he cannot. Wonderful job there by Shadow Shaman. Oh, in comes the support by Chen though. CM, I'm not sure what she's doing there, standing right there. Oh, she does have that invisibility rune that she did use. So Shadow Shaman using those tangos to actually really do some good kind of evasion tactics.
I'm sorry, I'm just a little I'm a little pissed off, but okay. As we see that it kind of went wrong for them for the Dyrus. The Nature's Prophet TP'd on top of the hill and thought that they could get it, but good play by Stoic on that roster to eat the tango, eat his way out of the trees and avoid death. We see Panda having a rough time against his Beastmaster. You can tell that he, I don't know. I don't know. You can tell that he thought he was gonna have an easier lane, but the Windrunner has more has a little bit more damage than he does right now. So it's easier for him to force him off the lane and hit him hard back. So
yeah, you know there's a stun there by Vengeful. Oh, there's that wave there as well as hitting her. Wow, really kind of pinning her down to very, very low HP though. Broodmother again really being able to push off Beastmaster. He does have his ult. Broodmother does have her ult, and she's getting some nice creep farm with her Spiderlings. That's another really powerful tool that she has. Even if she's going to get denied in the actual lane, she can still farm with her Spiderlings in the jungle, so keep that in mind as well. But Windrunner is dangerously low. She really has to be careful. If she gets stunned by Vengeful one more time, she could go down to a Brewmaster Stomp, and he does have that Drunken Brawl as well, so keep that in mind. Wow, almost getting hit by Power Shot there. That would have been a lot of HP loss for Brewmaster. We are seeing Shadow Shaman get a little bit caught out of position here by Crystal Maiden here. Oh, okay, Nature's Prophet does not teleport. He did. He might actually, no, he's going to teleport in here and try and maybe catch another person out of position here, but he did not. He actually was hoping Chen would make his way a little bit too far and did not.
Yeah, he TP'd in for the rune snag and got the rune. So good play from Nature's Prophet to make sure that their solo mid and even their bottom lane to get that rune. So good to see us. Now we see Chen having a Centaur now. One of the more popular creeps for a Chen player. Centaur, Trolls, and the I don't know what the other one's called.
The
Tornado one.
Oh,
the Wilkin. The Wilkin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wild Skin or whatever. However the hell you say that one.
Yeah. I cheated and looked for it in the forest, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, they have the tornado. They have that cheap tornado harassment, which is the tornado does a lot of damage. For some reason, it does a real good amount of damage. It does.
It doesn't say how much. It just says magical damage, but it is considered one of the most overpowered abilities in the game. Sarcasm, of course. It's mainly used for scouting. But, oh no, Windrunner getting caught just a little bit. Oh no, she's going to get War Stomp. Another stun. Beautiful stun there by Vengeful. Another War Stomp there by the Chen Creep, and Vengeful actually picking up the kill. So, very, very nice teamwork by Team eXe right now. That War Stomp ability being very, very useful. We are seeing Crystal Maiden doing some more warding as well. Shadow Shaman doing a really, really good job at farm right now. He has 24 creep kills, and whereas Ricky only, actually no, Ricky does have 31. I actually thought Shadow Shaman was going to be ahead of this, but the reason being is Shadow Shaman has been harassed quite a bit, so keep that in mind as well. Shadow Shaman does have his airport sticks with him as well. For those of you who are probably wondering what that joke means, Chicken there into Crystal Maiden here. Chen, the backup as well. We are seeing the courier flying for Chen as well, and Crystal Maiden does go down. Kind of a waste of the Shadow Shaman wards, really, if you think about it. Shadow Shaman, but yeah. Brewmaster getting caught here at mid, getting shackled to the Sprout. Actually, very, very nice combo there as well. She does not have the power shot ready. It was on cooldown. Unfortunately, Brewmaster does get away from the Dire team. Not what they were expecting. Shadow Shaman, though, does have the invisibility rune at top. He is looking for a possible gank here on Beastmaster. He does have Shackle, he does have Chicken, and he does have Shock. Here comes the death from for Beastmaster. He does have his ult. He does use the ult. Can he? No, he is not going to actually do any kill. Windrunner finally picking up the kill on Brewmaster. Chen and Vengeful actually going to be backing off there. So a good play there by Broodmother, kind of baiting Beastmaster into using his ult, and then Shadow Shaman finishing him off with his Shock.
Yeah, as we see, Beastmaster is actually winning that lane against Broodmother top, so they really need that gank. And now that Beastmaster is fallen, and now Broodmother gets a little bit more time to free from up there, and he's basically going to take over that lane advantage now. As he's about level 9 and Beastmaster.
Shadow Shaman again with using the tangos to get away from Sprout. Nicely played by Shadow Shaman once again. Chen coming in for backup though. He does have 2 creeps now. One is a Warlord who does have Stomp, so the other team does have to be careful. That is an AoE Stomp, and it does quite a bit of stun duration. It's 2 seconds on heroes, 3 seconds on creeps, so the stun duration for that is just a lot. They really have to be careful.
Yeah, and also he has the Ursa Warrior, and the Ursa Warrior Stomp is just OP. It's ripped through heroes like it's severely OP. That's all I have to say. Please nerf that. But yeah, and we see Neutron on that Rikamaru. He's getting some decent farm now. He has Poor Man's Shield, and by the way, I love the Poor Man's Shield model. It just looks like a Poor Man's Shield. But
yeah, it definitely looks a lot better now. It looks like Poor Man's Shield as you did.
Right? Yeah.
But if you take a look at top, Broodmother's creep kills is at 44 and Beastmaster's is at 72. But keep in mind, the creep kills are more on the jungle than anything. So Broodmother is is kind of falling a little bit behind, but she's still able to stay in there with the jungle creep kills with her spiderlings.
Yeah, and plus the spires count towards his creep kills, so he's probably not in that big of an advantage in last hits per se from creep waves, but his spires give a lot of gold. So his axes that hit the spires, he can basically get, like, look at his farm. You can see that he has much more farm than Broodmother just simply because of the axes killing the...
There's those axes just completely taking out all those things there. Now, they're going to have to be careful, though, because Broodmother does have the Nature's Prophet backup. Or no, he does not. I'm sorry, that's the other team. My bad. We are seeing Nature's Prophet, Beastmaster, and there goes the bite there on Crystal Maiden, doing a lot of damage. Broodmother really trying to defend this top tower. No towers have gone down yet either. Oh no, Windrunner getting caught completely out of position at bottom here. Nice swap there by Vengeful. Chen does take down that Windrunner. Broodmother really trying to defend this tower, and she's not going to really be able to. She's really trying to get our Spiralings, trying to make them really be effective, but Nature's Prophet's really backing her off and doing a really good job. If he's not careful, here comes the TP in top here. Brewmaster coming in, really trying to get it, but there goes that ult there by Beastmaster. Wonderful job there, but unfortunately, in the nick of time, he does use his ult. Brewmaster is now ulted. He does have his fire and air spirits kind of vigorously chasing Beastmaster right now. He is going to be able to survive in the forest, though, as long as he possibly can, though. Unfortunately, not going to happen. Shadow Shaman completely out of mana right now, and the push for top is denied. And unfortunately, the bottom tower goes down for the Dire, but the top tower goes down for the Radiant. So a pretty good trade-off right there.
Yeah, and good play from Teal as he had a pretty good primal split to avoid the kill from Beastmaster. Beastmaster's axe would have killed him, but he split just in time.
Oh, Shadow Shaman taking tons of damage from those illusions. That was very, very close. That power shot probably would have been the death of him if he's not careful. In comes that TP, though, from Brewmaster. Brewmother here, now going to be able to get quite a bit of farm now that she is not actually being contested at all from Beastmaster. Beastmaster really trying to get some extra farm there from these creep camps. Oh no, we are seeing Windrunner here. Gonna get a little bit of surprise here from Chen if he pulls up top. Brewmaster trying to go for Windrunner, but she windruns away and not going to be able to do anything. We are seeing the backup of Vengeful Spirit. She does have that swap. She will be able to swap in one of these targets if she so chooses to. They're gonna have to be careful. Nature's Prophet in from the top as well.
Yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt, but the axes, I'm just looking at the top again, the axes just ripped through the Broodmother's creep wave. Beastmaster now has 100 CS.
Oh no, here comes the gank here from Beastmaster. In comes the teleport. Can he get away in time? He does get away in time. He actually lives. Broodmother is actually able to live there. All three heroes not going to be really doing that much effectiveness here. Here comes Nature's Prophet in, teleporting in. We are seeing backup here from Windrunner. She does have that shackle shot available if she chooses to use it. Keep in mind that Brewmaster does not have his ult. He still needs 40-some seconds to be effective. Chen actually just persuaded one of Nature's Prophet's creeps to attack himself, which is quite funny. And that push, oh no, there goes the Sprout there from Nature's Prophet. Incoming backup from Crystal Maiden and Beastmaster. Keep in mind, Beastmaster did use his ult to try and get that Broodmother gank, and it did not work, so he is down there. Rikamaru at the bottom trying to really push this bottom tower in. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
mid's push did not do anything.
yeah, and also just a great play from Nature's Prophet to make sure his treants took up enough damage so they could delay the push for the creep wave to spawn up so the creep waves can meet each other again. Because if he didn't do that with the trees, the middle tower probably would have gone down. So great play by Nature's Prophet. And as we see, Panda now, Panda, Brewmaster now scouting out the Beastmaster, so his team can see where they're at. So now they're gonna look for another push mid and probably gonna go on this guy. Yeah.
Yeah, they really want this kill for Beastmaster, but not gonna get it. Beastmaster does have that Drunken Haze. He is slowed, but it is going to wear off. Shadow Shaman does have his ward, so keep that in mind. Nature's Prophet did just use all those. Here goes those wards though. Beastmaster not going to be able to pop off his ult. He almost casts it and is not able to. Brewmaster does have his ult, so if he gets too low of health, he will be able to actually survive. Ricky Maru and Crystal Maiden being able to defend this pretty effectively, but those wards are just doing so much damage. He's going to try and go on Shadow Shaman here, but he does have the backup of Chen, so Ricky Maru needs to be just a little bit careful. He's going to be turned into a chicken. He did not place the smoke, which he should have. That tower is going to be able to be denied. It does. Crystal Maiden does deny the tower. Wonderful deny there by Crystal Maiden. He might be able to take out Brewmaster, but here comes the Shackle from Rasta. Rasta going to be saving his partner for another day. So a good deny there at mid.
Yeah, great deny by CM, and she only has 57 damage, so well timed by Sexy, who denied the tower. As you see, Nitrana also almost has his diffuser blade if he chooses to pick that up right now, which he probably will. And let's check out, as we see CM now, she picks up a wand and another set of wards. I was gonna say I had a good point to make. Oh yeah, those roster wards, they give 53 gold per hit, I think it said. So that the roster golds when they're left like that, and Nitrana did pick up maybe 4 or 5 of those roster wards. So good farm, good easy farm coming out for him and CM, who decided to share those wards. So good play from that. As we see now, Nature's Prophet finished up his mechanism. So the mechanism is coming out. Now it looks like he might be in trouble.
Teleport here. No, he tried to actually morph into his Storm Earth Spirit there and try to get that stun off, but the teleport finished in time. And Shackle not landing on anything. Keep in mind that this tower is going to go down. Also, keep in mind that the Storm Spirit did not last very long. There's that Sprout into 2 heroes. Actually, very good job. Roar there onto the Brewmaster, who does not have his ult anymore. He is going to use that dust to try and see where the Brewmother is. She is visible, so that she needs to be aware of that as well. She could get shackled if she chooses to do so, and not going to happen. We see a smoke gank here by Rasta. Rasta does turn Beastmaster into a chicken. Nice stun there by Vengeful Spirit. Nice shackle as well. Those wards are going to take down the rest of Beastmaster. Broodmother into the mix here as well. Another good swap by Vengeful Spirit. Unfortunately, not going to save anyone. Chen in comes here in for the mix. I'm not sure why he was just chasing down, but Chen actually gets a kill. A very rare sight indeed, but Crystal Maiden should be able to finish up the rest of Ricky. No, but those wards of Rasta are just devastating the entire Dire team right now. Broodmother being able to clean up the rest of the Dire team, and Shadow Shaman ward placement could not have been better. They mop up the entire team of Team
Rampage for a
Rampage.
Kill.
Thank you.
Kind of a questionable fight inside the wards, but I want to point something out for the new players out there. There's any new players watching. Up top, before the fight even started, you've seen Panda use his ultimate on Nature's Prophet to try and get him, and he TP'd out using the TP scroll. So when the fight happened again, he was able to use his ultimate teleportation. So when you use your TP scroll, it doesn't count as your skill for teleportation. So he was able to TP back into that fight pretty fast and able to drop the Panda and the Broodmother. Well, the Panda very fast. So good move by Nature's Prophet. And also Nature's Prophet did pick up that TP mid. That tower mid. They weren't able to deny that tower. So good play by Team Rampage for a kill.
Yeah,
now
trade-off.
Go ahead, Baz.
No,
okay,
fine.
they're kind of fighting back. Like they're not losing the game, but they're kind of at a disadvantage right now with towers. Well, actually, they're kind of even in towers, so they're kind of like it's not even in score. But if we check the gold graph, it's barely at like a 500 gold advantage, 100 gold advantage actually. So
so far both teams have really kind of been able to really kind of counter what the other team's doing. Nature's Prophet's really kind of helping them push different lanes at once. But that Broodmother is really doing kind of a number on the top right now, unfortunately. She's able to really shut down a lot of the team pushes that they have going right now. Rasta being probably one of the more effective things. We are seeing the stun here onto Brewmaster. Brewmaster does go down to Ricky, and Beastmaster getting the assist as well. Unfortunately, Nature's Prophet is coming up here to actually help as well. Chen having 2 creeps now. Not sure why Chen was trying to engage that. That's not the smartest thing he wants to do right now. They are having the backup of Rasta. Does have his wards. Vengeful does have her swap. Keep that in mind. If Rasta wants to drop his wards down, he can. Ricky being focus fired there. Nature's Prophet doing a lot of right-click damage at the moment, using his ult there to try and really kind of bait out the rest of the team. Beastmaster does not have his ult yet. He still has about 40 seconds roughly on his ult. Crystal Maiden having a lot of good just kind of support abilities right now. She's doing a really, really good job at really using those Novas to their maximum effectiveness. Nature's Prophet is pushing bottom now, and we are seeing top being pushed back by Ricky Maru and Windrunner.
Yeah, good fight there. Good trade for. They took out the Brewmaster, which his farm is kind of delayed now. All he has is Phase Boots and Drums of Endurance, so he really needs to get up on a Blink Dagger or a Scepter or fast now. His farm is really delayed. He had a hard time in that bot lane against the Windrunner, because the Windrunner would not just leave him alone, as you see now on top.
Oh, Ricky sees Broodmother. No shackles. Those axes do go on. There's that silence there, so Broodmother can't get away, and Windrunner picks up the kill there on Broodmother. So wonderful play there by Beastmaster, finally landing his ult on the Broodmother. Ricky using that cloud to completely shut down the ability casting of Broodmother. We are seeing a small engagement here at mid. Possible. Ricky's going to try and pick off a possible target here. He might be able to take out one of the targets if they leave their allies open. There goes that smoke there. He's going to try and open up here on Shadow Shaman. Mechanism popping as well. Nature's Prophet coming in. Those wards do drop down. Nature's Prophet is going to go down for the count here. One more right click should do it. Shadow Shaman does pick up the kill there. Beastmaster is trying to help his allies, but not going to be that much help right now. Those wards actually really out of place, though. I feel that Ricky did a good job at really forcing Rasta to panic and drop those wards, because no one's going to fight around those wards. That would be very, very silly. And that tower is at full HP, is getting attacked on now. Beastmaster really should go back in there and try and defend the creep wave. He does have the backup of the Super Boar, which does poison damage as well, which slows movement speed. And, I mean, the boar looks more like a cat from Star Wars, to be honest with you. If you look at the actual model, it doesn't look like a boar. It looks like one of those cats from Star Wars. We are seeing a smoke gank now, though, from Beastmaster and Crystal Maiden.
As Nitrana on the bot lane continues to farm out, has his Orgy Club, he's making his way towards BKB. He is sitting at 92 CS, and he's 92 CS, and he's 4 for 1. So he's liking his farm right now. He's farming pretty well. As now the Dire team is smoked up. They're looking for somebody, if they can find anybody. As now Panda now, he completes his point booster, so he's going for that Scepter, which he needs. Panda needs Scepter. That should be core on Panda. It's a Scepter. It's now 2 smoked and SA and Viz. They could probably catch off this Chen right here. That's what they're going to do, or check out this CM.
It's close, though. It's nice stun there on the Crystal Maiden, though. Unfortunately, Nature's Prophet actually coming in. Going to be able to possibly sprout the Shadow Shaman if need be. Waiting for it. Here comes the chicken transformation. Nature's Prophet does get the kill. Mechanism popping as well, trying to get down Ricky. Does take out Chen, though. Vengeful really trying to see if they can do a possible swap. She does not have swap, though. She did use it during that engagement. Brewmaster does not. He does have his ult. So just kind of a short little engagement there. 2 for 1 engagement for the Dire. Not a bad trade-off. Crystal Maiden really wasn't a kind of, a good prize, because her main role is to scout and do a lot of warding. So she's not going to be worth as much gold as some of the other heroes would have been.
As Broodmother has her Orchid completed now, and has her Orgy Club as well, so she's pretty much close to her BKB, so look for that to be completed in the next 5 minutes or so. And there's even Nitrana's now... Well. Okay, yeah, so about 5 more minutes for that BKB. So even Nitrana, he's close to his BKB as well. He's about 200 away from his Mithril Hammers. Now they're pinging him saying, we gotta go gank this guy before he gets too strong. Because, they don't really have enough... Like I said, they don't really have a late game carry. Broodmother can only go so late, and even... I don't know if a lot of people know this out there, but Diffuser Blade takes off Broodmother's ult, so... Yeah. I don't know if a lot of people out there know that, but Diffuse Blade takes off Brewmaster's, Broodmother's ult. Panda's more of a semi-carry, so SA can definitely out-carry them, and even Furion can be put into the late-game carry role. As he has Oblivion Step, so he's looking for an Orchid, and he's farming pretty well as well, as CM continues to ward, and she's picking up a Bracer, as CMs need to do. Wards and Bracers, that's basically a CM role right there.
Unfortunately, CM is a very squishy character, and half the time she can't really do much. Broodmother quickly getting out of there, seeing that pretty much the entire team was there. Ricky wisely got out of bottom lane, as we see 4 heroes there really trying to push this tier 2 tower. They should be able to get down if there is no interruptions or TPs to the bottom, but it looks like the other team might want to do a tier 2 trade-off here. We are seeing Nature's Prophet, Crystal Maiden, and Beastmaster, as well as Windrunner, really push this bottom tower, and now top tower is going to be completely decimated. Those wards have been dropped, and we are seeing both Glyph of Fortifications actually being used. So both towers go down almost simultaneously, but now we have the entire Radiant team pushing back up to top, trying to counter push. There is a lot of spider webs up here for Brewmother. There is a lot of sentry wards there as well. Keep that in mind.
A lot of sentry wards, and I feel like Rasta used his Shell Shaman, used his wards, so that's why. And I was thinking maybe Rampage for a kill would force the fight, since they knew that Rasta's wards were down, but they didn't. So they're just kind of playing it safe until they could get a couple more items farmed. I wonder what Beastmaster's gonna go for. He might be looking for a dagger, but I like to see him go for Necrobook. Necrobook would be really good in this situation, because the mana burn from Necrobook 3 is just intense. It could easily just take away, because if you know Panda, his main problem is his mana pool. He doesn't have that great of a mana pool. So if you take away his mana pool, then you'll be able to kill him. And he has Scepter completed now, so look out for that. He has his Scepter. He just picked up his last part to the Scepter. So
yeah, well, which is why we see Ricky really trying to focus down Brewmaster, because Diffusal Blade does burn mana each time he attacks. Keep that in mind as well. So every time Ricky attacks Brewmaster's going to lose mana. So it kind of all depends on if they can shut Brewmaster down. Team fights will go a little bit more their way, but if they can't, they're going to have to be careful, because once Brewmaster splits into those 3 things, he has a permanent Immortalization hero, which does a lot of AoE damage, and he also has a stun hero, which has a lot of HP, and he also has a lot. I'm not sure what Windrunner's doing here at the top. I think she's just kind of being weird. And he also has that Storm Spirit hero, which does a lot of good crowd control. That tornado is just ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Windrunner's doing either. He's just up there power shotting around. I mean, maybe he's making a path or something where they could gank, or I have no idea what she's doing up there. As Brewmaster takes out Crystal Maiden.
Yeah, Crystal Maiden again going down. I mean, it's not like it's a big deal if the Crystal Maiden goes down. The courier trying to go down to Ricky Maru, yeah, he almost gets it, which is actually quite funny. He almost gets the courier there. But we are seeing a engagement here at middle, really trying to heavily push down this tower. Rasta does have his wards, so they're going to have to really be careful. They're just going to let it go. Vengeful Spirit did get that tower kill. Ricky Maru does get spotted by this siege creep here, so they're going to try and get him. Nature's Prophet wisely backing off. They really do not want him to die there. Brewmaster actually defending this tower at bottom.
And also, I want to point out that Chen made a Vlad. He has the Vladimir's offering, so in the mech, so they're going for a straight strong push team. They're going with the Broodmother. They want to, the Vlad's auras, the crit aura, the auras that they had, the Vengeful Spirit aura. They're looking for a strong push, so that's what they're looking to do. And the Beastmaster, doesn't he have an aura? No, he doesn't have an aura, but they're looking for a strong push team, so that's good. They might be able to catch out SA
Beastmaster does have that Inner Beast aura, so keep that in mind.
Yeah, I thought they were going to pick off SA, but yeah, they will.
Engagement here at the bottom Roshan pit here. Beastmaster all going off, BKB being popped here by Broodmother. A lot of things going on at once. There's that Sprout by Nature's Prophet. Broodmother getting a kill to Ricky. Beastmaster being focused down. There's that stun there. Wonderful stun there by Vengeful. Vengeful actually picking up that kill as well. Unfortunately, Windrunner being turned into a chicken. There's that Shackle by Rasta. Nature's Prophet did just activate the invisibility rune to try and get away. And Broodmother picking up a double kill. And this is going to be Roshan for the Radiant team.
Yeah, Roshan, and the Dire team really had bad positioning in that fight. Really, that's what lost them. A good shackle shot, but bad positioning, and they really couldn't do much after the engage. After Ricky died, they lost their main DPS, so they couldn't really do anything. Now Zacharias picks up his Orchid. Now he has to try to push this lane out. See if he can do something.
That brood mother, that Beastmaster. Wow, so many bees. The Brewmaster has Aegis of Immortal now, and that's going to be a pain in the ass. I mean, the auras that they have right now, as Shiny pointed out, they have a damage increase aura, they have a Vlad's aura, and they also have a Mechanism aura. And Shiny, Tony, that is so inappropriate. I cannot believe you said that.
But yeah.
Sorry. You are fired. Wow. Anyway, but I mean, the auras that they have is pretty ridiculous. As Shiny points out in our spectator chat here, it's actually quite ridiculous how many auras they have, and that'll really help them in team fights. Though I mean, honestly, both teams quite have a good amount of auras as well. I mean, Beastmaster does have that aura. We do see Nature's Prophet have the mech aura. CM doesn't really have anything because that's not her role. We are seeing wow, what is Nature's Windrunner going? She has an ultimate orb, and
probably a fast sheep.
Could be a sheep stick.
She has 2400, so I'm leaning towards a sheep stick.
Yeah, it very well could be a sheep stick. I mean, it'd be kind of funny if she got Lincoln Sphere, or maybe she was going with Manta style. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if she's trying to try up a strategy here. We are seeing a smoke gank here at the top lane middle jungle of the Dire side. Not really sure what to call it. Not sure if you followed that or not. But they're trying to see if they can get Ricky out of place. I don't think they have any dust, though. No, there is no dust.
A gem on Brewmaster.
Yeah, Shadow Shaman is still stealth, as well as Brewmaster and Brood Mother. So many bees in this game. Holy moly. And there goes that wear off of the stealth here. Rasta does have his wards. There goes that fortification rune, and here we go. Engagement here. Ricky again being focus fired. Shackle shot not going to land. Ricky actually popping his BKB. Here comes those wards. Broodmother just a formidable foe right now. Beastmaster not going to be able to pop his ult. Unfortunately, he gets stunned. Broodmother does go down. Beastmaster does go down. Excuse me. To Broodmother. There is that whirlwind from the Storm Spirit. Windrunner trying to desperately get out of there. Not going to happen. CM trying to lay out some support here. But really, it's kind of not looking good right now for the Dire team. Unfortunately, there's that nice swap there by Vengeful, really kind of putting in another hero in harm's way. Ricky popping that smoke, getting a lot of heroes silenced. Brewmaster did just kill Crystal Maiden once again. Nature's Prophet using his Force Staff to try and get away. Unfortunately, not going to happen. Brewmother getting a triple kill, I believe. There is another Shackle and a Chicken. There's the mega kill. Another double kill from Broodmother. So Broodmother being a very, very good choice here for Team EXE. And this looks like it might be the end of the road here for Team Rampage for the first time ever in this tournament. Wow, nice shackle by Windrunner. Wasn't else sure what to say there. I was hoping Tony would back me up, but he just kind of...
I'm kind of in shock that Team Rampage for a kill... I thought they'd do a lot better than they did, but I mean, it's not over yet. They can still come back, but yeah, it's kind of looking like the end of the road for their championship run. But we shall see.
What really has kind of been a factor in this game is their Ricky Maru has been able to not really do anything. Unfortunately, Nature's Prophet. I mean, he has a lot of good items. He does have the Orchid. He does have the Mechanism as well. But what's really, I think, been really hurting them is their team fights have not gone the way they wanted to. Beastmaster has been stunned, and Ricky Maru has been completely shut down as well. That Brewmaster being a very, very powerful hero, and just doing a really, really good job.
Yeah, and plus, their Rasta has had good ults, good ward traps, making them fight in their wards, and he also picks up a Scepter, so it gives the wards more damage. He's not even level 16 yet. So that's not even a level 3rd ultimate yet. I mean, that's just crazy. Is now the sheep's delayed more for Windrunner because he had to buy back that last fight. But if you could pick up a sheep and they could sheep Brewmaster or sheep Brood
Yeah,
and
sheeping
take them out.
Brewmaster would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
I would definitely agree with that.
I think they need to. I think if we're not rooting for no teams. We're not biased here, but if
what are they doing? This is not what they wanted. That was not a good engagement there. Vengeful does not get that swap there. Unfortunately, there goes Brewmaster in, shutting down Brewmaster. That's what they need to do. If this is not going to end well. Ricky actually does pick up the kill on Vengeful. Brewmother gets another double kill. And Brewmaster does still have his ult here. He is going to stomp and slow here. He might try and pop his ult right in front of these two creeps here. But no, that shackle shot actually shackles Brewmaster to a tree, popping that mech, using that force staff to try and get away. Unfortunately, Rochsta does get that shackle, unfortunately. And she screams, why do we hate gingers? We don't. Unfortunately, Shadow Shaman might, because he did kill you.
Yeah. I actually like red-haired girls. Shout out to Irish people.
I'm Irish, so are you hitting on me? You're not my type.
Alright, no. I know. Probably because I'm a man, I would hope that I was not your type. But,
yeah, well, you never know. You never know.
Shout out to Papa Shine, who's probably getting jealous at the fact that Baz is hitting on me. But as we go now, you see Rasta plant his wards in the base, and they're going to take another Rax here, it looks like.
Yeah, that's going to be 4 Rax for the Radiant team, unfortunately. eXe doing just a wonderful job at really shutting down the Dire team. Another kill by for Shadow Shaman. Brewmaster, gets completely shut down. He still has his ult. Can he use it, though? Did he use it? Where'd he go?
He got teleported from Chang.
Okay, I was like, I didn't see the animation go off, and I was just like, where'd he go? But wow, Shadow Shaman did just get a double kill with his wards and his shock, so wonderful job there by Shadow Shaman. Windrunner trying to come in and going right back out there. Good shackle shot there by Windrunner. Nature's Prophet really trying to get a kill off on Shen, but unfortunately that is not going to be the case. Vengeful is there to pick up the assist as well. Crystal Maiden again going down, unfortunately. Windrunner getting shackled now. Very, very close game, as eXe does say, and Oy vey. Alright guys, so they're going to be, Team eXe is going to be moving on to the next round. This is going to be the grand finals. They are going to be facing Team RFK. Yes, RFK, and we are